Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. I'm so confused with what day it is because of the holidays being like in the middle of these weeks. I've been so lost. But happy Thursday and happy day 2 of our free challenge on how to not sabotage your health this year. So we are on a mission to not sabotage our health and our goals for this coming year. So yesterday was really good. I loved all of your comments and sharing about the foods that you feel guilty about and how we can kind of reframe our thoughts around those foods. So if you didn't watch that training, make sure to watch it. It's saved when you scroll down and comment so we can kind of work through some of those issues together, because food guilt is a huge propeller towards overeating and binge eating and emotional eating and just having these obsessive thoughts about food. The guilt is a big driver behind that. So we are on a mission to stop that this year. So today I want to talk about abundance versus scarcity when it comes to living a healthy lifestyle. So a lot of us, I don't know if you've been on Pinterest and searched like healthy food to eat or something like that, and there's always lists of good foods versus bad foods, right? And there's like, these are the yes list and this is the no list and this is what we need to avoid. And for some reason, our brains focus on the foods that we should avoid. And that's all we see. We're almost wearing these glasses that just show us the foods that we're supposed to avoid, which is a scarcity mentality when it comes to nutrition. So a lot of clients I work with or people I talk to about nutrition are like, oh, I can't, if I do that, then I can't eat French fries and I can't eat bread and I can't eat chocolate and I can't eat blah, blah, blah. And we focus on what we can't eat. And that's very disempowering. I don't know about you guys, but when you say I can't do something, it's very disempowering. It takes the power away from you and away from you as the adult decision maker in this situation. So good morning, Brandy. Good morning, Anna. I'm assuming it's still morning where you guys are. So I want to talk about shedding that scarcity mentality and moving from a place of scarcity to abundance. So I had to personally do this in my own journey because I follow a gluten-free diet. I have a sensitivity, I have IBS issues, I have some other things that just seem alleviated when I follow a gluten-free diet. But when I first went gluten-free, I had a really hard time with this because I would sit at restaurants and all I would see is all the gluten that I couldn't eat. So I'd be like, oh, everyone's enjoying the bread and I can't. And I really want that breaded chicken finger and I can't eat it because there's bread in it. And I can't have Chinese food because soy sauce has gluten. And all I would do is I would just sit there in like a pout and focus on all the foods that I couldn't eat. And I would just see my healthy lifestyle through that lens. And it caused me a lot of issues with staying consistent on a gluten-free diet, having a lot of GI issues and so many other things that another story for another day. But what I realized one day is that I was tired of feeling like garbage and I wanted a way to look forward to the healthy foods that I was eating instead of viewing them as a punishment. Because a lot of times we'll be like, oh, I have to eat that dumb salad. Salad doesn't have to be dumb. Vegetables can be good. Pizza's delicious, but so is like salmon. And there's so many ways to enjoy our healthy food from a place of abundance. So I remember one morning I believe this was post Emma, so in between my two children, I was sitting down and I was really struggling with being gluten-free and then binging on gluten because I was living in this place of scarcity that I can't have gluten anymore, so I have to have all of it all the time. I wrote out this list of all of the healthy foods that I could add to my day, that I could add to my meals, that I could enjoy in abundance. And the list was so long, you guys. All of the vegetables, all of the fruits, the healthy fats, nuts, seeds, peanut butter, almond butter, chicken, salmon, broccoli. So many foods just came out when I was writing. And I made this abundance list of all of the foods that I could add to my day that were gluten-free, that were healthy for me, that were nourishing for me, and that I could include in my diet in abundance, because I believe that we need to have an inclusive mentality when it comes to eating healthy, or we're not going to be successful. And I decided to call this kind of exercise that I do addition nutrition. I am all about adding healthy food to our day and not taking away the junk food. So if you want to have pizza, great, have pizza, add a salad to it. If you want to have fries, that's great. Maybe lettuce wrap your burger so you can enjoy those fries. That's what I did yesterday. I got a lettuce wrap burger and I had cheese fries dipped in ranch and it was delicious. So I add healthy food to my plate instead of taking it away. And this is actually a scientific term in nutrition science called crowding out. You're having so many of the nutrient-dense healthy foods. Good morning, Mom. My mom is watching too. So many of the nutrient-dense healthy foods to your plate that you almost naturally crowd out those less healthy foods because you're getting so full off of the nutrient-dense foods. So when we focus on all the foods that we're able to eat, we come at healthy eating from a much much more empowered mindset than, oh, I can't eat that. Oh, I can't eat this, because that's just disempowering. So another way I like to view this is the Garden of Eden mentality. So Adam and Eve were given a garden, right? I can't even imagine how many good fruits and vegetables and so many things were in like God's garden, right? Like, talk about organic. They were given a plethora of food to eat, but they were just told to avoid one tree. And that's the tree they focused on. That's the tree that Satan tempted them with. The one tree that they weren't allowed to eat from, that was their focus. And it caused sin, right? So how about we stop focusing on the fries and the cupcakes and the cookies and those high sugar, inflammatory, not very good for us foods. Let's be honest, they're not very good for us. And shift our focus to the abundance of healthy foods from the ground, healthy fruits, vegetables, proteins, healthy fats, healthy carbs, those foods instead. Let's shift our focus to abundance versus the scarcity of the few things that maybe are not that great for us. And actually, one of you guys commented yesterday that you had gestational diabetes during your pregnancy and you had to avoid sugar. And because of that, now you have guilt if you eat sugar. And that's the thing. There are certain medical reasons why we should avoid certain foods. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like sugar is good for us. Soda is definitely not good for us. There are certain foods that we need to avoid, but that's what makes my philosophy different with nutrition is I focus on the foods we are able to eat instead of giving you a big list of no. So if you're going to have sugar, fine, have some protein and vegetables first. That's what I tell my clients. If you know you're going to a birthday party, you're going to have a slice of cake, fill up on a salad with some grilled chicken, some avocado, so that you go in with a nourished foundation. Your body has been nourished and you can enjoy that cake without it spiraling you out of control, because you're coming from a place of abundance. So how about we stop focusing on what we shouldn't eat and start focusing on what we can eat a plethora of. So unlimited vegetables, leafy greens, all of those types of foods. And I promise you, your mindset will shift, because healthy living is not about restriction or deprivation. It's truly learning how to nourish our bodies in the way that we will feel our very best. We want to take care of these bodies. And I think that's where my philosophy is called Nourished and Free. It's what I dubbed my nutrition philosophy, Nourished and Free, because I found that in the nutrition world, there were two schools of thought. Either you eat completely 100% clean, you avoid even like an ounce of MSG, and you just need to be perfect all the time. Or there's this concept of intuitive eating where it's not really this way, but people see it as you just eat junk food all day long. That's intuitive eating. You just eat brownies all day long. And neither of those options sat well with me as a dietitian, because I've researched, I've done the research, I've read studies, and there has to be a place where we can live a nourished life, eat a mostly clean, nourishing diet, but also enjoy the deliciousness of brownies and cookies and ice cream and things like that. So there has to be a way to marry both of them, which is what I preach. So I really believe that it's a mindset shift where if you focus on all of those healthy, nourishing, like that list I talked about, make that list today. I want you to make a list of all of the foods that you can eat. I hate using that word, but that you can basically empower yourself to add into your day. I want you to make that list today. Take a picture of it or write it on your phone and take a screenshot and post it in this group, because I promise you there will be hundreds of foods on that list. Hundreds of delicious foods on that list that we can eat each and every day and feel great and feel nourished and feel energized. So I don't want us to have that Garden of Eden mentality of focusing on the junk food or the sugar or the fast food that we shouldn't be eating. I want us to focus on all of the healthy food that God's given us in abundance in this world that we are able to eat and that truly nourish our bodies. So I hope this concept helps you guys. It's called Addition Nutrition. I actually have a blog post on it on my blog. If you want to check that out too, I'll try to find the link and post it. But these mindset shifts will make all the difference in not sabotaging yourself this year, because a lot of times our guilt, our deprivation, our restriction, and our kind of approaching healthy food as a scarcity mentality where if we start eating healthy, then we can never eat these foods again. Yesterday was January 1st and I had cheese fries because I'm never starting over anymore. My clients don't have a day one anymore. This is your life. This is a forever lifestyle that can work on January 1st or on Christmas Day or on July 4th barbecues or on vacation. This is a way of eating that can translate to every season of life, because you are not starting over. You're not taking food away and you're not living in a place of scarcity. Yes, Brandy, it's all about what we focus on. Where you focus on, that's where your mind will grow. So if you keep focusing on, oh, I can't eat this, I can't eat that, that's what you're going to keep focusing on. And that's a depriving scarcity state of mind, which we don't want. So I hope this teaching helped you guys. Comment below with any takeaways and make that list today. See how empowering it is to make that list of all of those nutritious foods. And if you need ideas, let me know. I can always come up with all of the healthy foods that we should be adding to our plates each and every day. So I'm so excited that you guys are here. Please keep commenting, asking questions. I want to serve you guys to the best of my ability in these 3 days. And tomorrow morning, I'll probably be going live a little early because I go back to work tomorrow. So it'll probably be 6 a.m. California time that I'll be going live. So I will post that as a reminder as well. And tomorrow I'm going to be talking about the top 3 mistakes most people make when they're starting to live a healthy lifestyle, trying to make healthy changes. So make sure to stay tuned for that, and I will chat with you guys tomorrow. Bye.